Oh, hello. We are going to be moving into the world energy. World card is closing off cycles and getting looking at your accomplishments and looking to move forward with your new year. And this energy is funny. It's actually any decisions made on during that time in the world card time, what is lasting from, let's say, from today until the Aquarius hits in on 19th of January. That energy is, these decisions will have an effect for you for 30 years. So the card is usually a cycle of 30 years. Other way to explain it is that if you are taking on any lessons or any cycles in your life, it could be that you're putting your foot down and asking for promotion. That lesson of your self-worth is going to be helping you for the next 30 years. It doesn't mean that you're not going to get it, or it's just going to last. It's like giving you the self-worth, kind of the niche. You've learned how to do it and you're moving forward. But it also helps to kind of really close any cycles. So today, for the next 10 days, or it's about 10 days, we are going to work with that energy, and I'm going to look out for every zodiac sign for that, exactly that one extra bit, that one extra energetic shift. What is closing off and what is coming ahead? What lessons need to be closed, or what is there, what needs to be moving forward. Okay, what needs to be closed, where is it heading, what is ahead of you, what lessons are going to put a dent on your 2021. Okay, let's hop into it. Now, Libra, let's get your update on the world card. I have changed the table because of it's just a little better setup here, so I can actually show you all the cards here as well. So let's see what the world card and the new moon in Capricorn today is going to ask you to pose. What kind of messages and what kind of lessons need to be finished. So let's can I get some cards? Can I get some guidance? So yeah, that's too many. Thank you very much. They asked me to keep this. Okay, so bottom deck energy is transformation. So Libra, you're probably going through a bit of a kind of a time of transformation. Things are changing, things are moving. So we have a wondrous, look out for miracles, believe in miracles, but I have blessings, especially blessings, and I have patience. So what we're talking about here is that the word card is the lesson here is patience and being patient, but you need to be able to open up, being more open for miracles to happen, things, synchronicities, things just falling into place at the times when you think that it's no way possible. There's a lot of blessings on your way, but trying to force them to happen in your field is not going to help you that much. So let me get some clarifying cards here. Lovers. Okay. Loads in here to choose from. Okay. Yeah, well, the Lovers card is coming out again with a lot of cards in here. So I'm going to take these. There's some certain decisions to make, but I do sense both are lessons. The word card is putting down that there's two lessons, two major lessons. They're actually quite intertwined. So you need to learn how to open up for miracles to happen, how to believe things to fall in place in their fine timing. But I do sense that a lot of your setbacks is because of you have got hurt in the past, or you have gone through these lessons before. Now, this could be to do with a relationship that you're a bit conscious and a bit worried about it, because you have gone through something similar. There has been promises before and they didn't
manifest or they didn't materialize. So you're reluctant to make decisions to moving forward with any kind of situations at the current environment. So I do sense also there with the Ace of Swords there, it's just a matter of opening this communication, but you can't force anything to happen. You just have to trust, to let go of the ego and believe within your own abilities as well, that things can fold in the right path for you. Bottom deck energy is 8 of Pentacles, that's where you're heading to. So if you're taking on this kind of it's changing your belief system that if I do it, it's possible. If I put my mind and heart in it, it is possible. I can move things forward with this kind of a situation. I can materialize my new ideas without too much worrying about what other people would think or what other people could be putting in their way, or that they would actually put it down of the idea. Now, it very strongly spirit is saying that it's your decision. You have to make that decision. You can't allow others to make that decision that your ideas or your relationships or where you want to head with your relationships are good. Like, let's say if you're dating someone new, you can't let other people's opinion to tell you that that person is not good enough. If you feel good with this person, you should follow your guide. Don't let other past hurts. And I do sense if it is to do with love, they have broken heart as well because of the past hurts, but you just can't let this one to keep you awake. You have to have this communication, and it is a strong kind of there's a lot of good stuff happening for you if you let your guard down in a lot of ways. Okay, there's things happening within reason, there's a work happening, but you can't force anything to happen. So this is like believing in magic, believing in things that they can fold into a right path. There is miracles happening. Some of you might have had some health scares, and you think that some things are not, the healing is not possible. You have to change your mindset. You can, if you change your mindset, you can change everything around you. So I'm trying to see now, let's clarify patience. Let's see what patience, can we clarify the patience? Ooh. So we have 6 of Swords, High Priestess, and 5 of Cups. Again, it's like you need to revisit something from the past where it hasn't worked out that well. Now my rod nose is here, so bottom deck energy is 9 of Cups. What is a great energy that says to us? Oh, sorry, excuse me. That tells us that that's where you're heading to. You need to be patient on your healing, okay? You might be revisiting something in the past, what is holding you back, but you need to go and release it, okay? And I do sense you're doing a lot of internal work, and this next 10 days you are releasing things, but you have to be very patient with yourself. Sometimes you might get frustrated because you think like, it's just, I'm sitting here, I'm doing the work. Why can't I just release it? Why can't I just let it go? It's not about time. It's give yourself a time, give yourself energy and time to heal as well, not rushing into things, okay? With the High Priestess, you're putting things in an order. Things can't be rushed. Some things need to be released before you can move forward, okay? So let's say this healing thing, you want to kind of heal, you have been told that there's no way until this miracle medicine is coming out, but it's now your decision to how you change your mindset towards it. Are you going to get an alternative healing in the meantime? But to really change and start to see the miracles happening, there is some kind of limiting beliefs which you intuitively have to release. You need to do some internal healing, some internal growth, okay? And you need to visit back on some of those past failures, emotional failures where you have got hurt, okay? If it's to do with a new relationship, it's the same thing. There is like a ego is trying to block you from getting more hurt, and you need to go and revisit this kind of, and build a new proper groundworks, and setting also very clear boundaries. Clear communication comes out as very strong part of healing during this kind of a season. Now this is going to last until the Aquarius season comes in, the star card, and we start to see hope and moving things forward, living in a futuristic times. Okay, we're starting to plan and create something new. So this is kind of energy for the next a week when we're starting to clear out our path. So let's see what's the advice. Hope. Yeah, Angel of Flames. Look at that. She looks like a Shakti. This is a new deck, so I'm going to read out the cards from Uriel. Uriel is an angel of Uriel, absolutely. Now, Angel Uriel is actually brought out from, and I wouldn't be able to tell you exactly which dragon, but it's in England, in Wales, and yeah. Used to be a dragon, a similar name, but considered as she, fire-breathing dragon. So Uriel comes out of that, kind of that belief system. So it has like this kind of a very strong pagan also roots down. Okay. Now, Uriel, wild and unwildly. Restraint is unthinkable. Uriel cannot be bound. The flames peel back the dark like silken fabric. The heat licks the edge of your awareness, and as you turn to meet it, you are consumed. The rhythms of heat and passion and flesh fill your mind. It comes over you like a wave, pressing your consciousness into your body. You can no longer think, you can only feel. Sensations tremble through your being. Uriel knows nothing but yearning. Look into the balefire of Uriel, and it will expose your heart and leave you writhing in desire. A stallion, a tongue, a brazier. So when I was reading this out, what message came through was like, when you're dealing this situation, okay, and when you get triggered, try to find the emotion within you. Why are you triggered? What is in the past that you have to go back to and work on? Okay, it's going to be like a flame, take you over and probably whip you against the wall. Not necessarily, but gives you like this block of emotions. When you have to deal with it, you'll have to let them burn, and you'll have to let them, you have to deal with them, you have to let them go, let them have their turn, and then release them, because the fire is something like this. It comes, it takes over, and then it tones down. Comes out this tantric meditation for me. And what you could do, what you could practice is that, let's say you're sitting down or you're lying down. The best way is to do it in a bed, let's say at the end of the day, and you see like this fire starting from your toes, your big toes, taking over inside of your body, like taking over from the big toe to the little toe, to the ankles, to the knees, to the hips, to the all over the body, and ends up going out of your head, and then it kind of just same way slows down. That kind of helps us to leave any kind of emotions where we don't need to carry on anymore. It kind of helps us to cleanse our body and anything what we are carrying on from other people during that day. It is this kind of angel of flame energy where they come on and they just cleanse you up. They just bring up anything and burn anything out what doesn't serve you anymore. It's a great meditation to do. You can see the fire as long as you want in there within you, until you feel you're pure. And whatever comes up during that fire, you just sit in that or lie down in that, and you really feel any emotions with it. So this is the very strong kind of a message from the meditation coming through. It could be helping you while you're dealing with this, but be very patient with yourself, okay? Because you need to work. There is probably much more coming out than you would be thinking. And honestly, I have been in this journey for the past, God knows how long, at least 3 years, and I still have things coming up. Every time that I'm going like, I'm done, my shadow side is done, there's more things coming up, and it could be flashbacks and small things that I need to release. So, and to do this as well, the angel flame energy or the work there. That's all I have for you, Libra. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to chat to you soon. Bye.